What's up, everybody? Today we are building something that I don't really know a whole lot about, but one of our customers that Chase has been working with lives here in San Francisco, and she has this bike at her California house and was like, I need one for Indiana. She contacted Parlee and was like, this is my Indiana bike shop talking about us. I want them to build me the bike. And so suddenly we were put into contact with Parlee. Now I have this Parlee Taos, hopefully I said that right, in my hand. This is a gravel bike. Some quick highlights about it. It is a monocoque construction, which I just said that word wrong, but whatever. Basically what it means is that this frame is all one piece of carbon, and it's fairly dramatic in the sense that I've never seen a carbon frame look like this before. Like it's perfect. Like literally every single thing about this frame is amazing. I was hanging out with Trey earlier and we were talking about it and we're just like, yeah, we've never seen a carbon frame.
It's just like smooth and flawless.
That's what, yeah, and that's what they said the design, the monocoque design achieves this, and it's handmade in the UK. This is a UK based company, or I don't know if they're based in the UK, but this was made in the UK. Like I said, I'm learning as I go here, but I thought that like, why not film this? Because it's pretty cool. We definitely can do a Parlee build for y'all. Hopefully you enjoy it. It's a new experience for me. I've never built one of these, and honestly, I had heard of this company before, but like I never looked into it. So like this is truly my first experience messing around with these. So far so good though. It's pretty cool. One thing that this bike comes with that I think is interesting is, I don't know if these don't look 3D printed to me. This piece is 3D printed, but these are the headset toppers, and there's a couple different stem interfaces that it works with. This one's just a normal round one. One of them is a Pro something. I think the other one was FSA something. I don't use those ever, but the one that we're going to use today is the NV in-route. So this is the NV in-route compatible top piece. It's pretty simple design. One thing I don't understand is the difference between these two pieces, because I don't see any difference between these two pieces, although they are different. One is 3D. I wonder if it's like a weight thing. They function the exact same, and I'm going to be using this one because that's the one I picked. I have no reason to use a different one. It also fit better with this top piece, so gonna use that. This is the fork. Again, same thing. This is like, I've already cut the fork, but this is like one of the smoothest forks I've ever seen on the inside. So I cut it, that's why it's rough on the top, but like it's just like, it was like perfect, and just super impressive frame here. Got to figure out the dropouts.
There's little pieces and then they bolt in there. So you'll put the piece in there and then bolt there.
Okay, cool. Sweet. First thing we're gonna do is the same thing we always do, which is we're gonna put the rear brake in and get this build rolling. Got the rear brake. I was wrong. This company started in Massachusetts, so this is a US-based company.
In 2000.
And it's fairly new, 2000, yeah. Where's the hose? There's a little slot on here for the hose on the inside. So like there's a piece of carbon that the hose runs into, and that is cool that they molded that in. I didn't see any noise deadening in the bag, so I think that's probably all you need, but I'll double check before we install it permanently. This bike came with all of the hardware, and it's all titanium. So there's brake mount bolts, all the water bottle bolts, the derailleur bolts, and it is really, really nice. It might be the fanciest bike frame I've ever worked on. All these bags are labeled like with what it is. Like it's super easy to figure out. So fairly impressed so far with the Parlee, which it should be because it's extremely expensive frame. And I was wrong earlier. It did come with a noodle, so I'm gonna throw this in. All this stuff has truly amazing tolerances, y'all. Like I'm just blown away. Just how incredibly smooth everything is going together. Just, this is clearly next level. I don't know. It's all I gotta say. Like, I don't know what else to say. I've never worked on a nicer frame than this. Like, I'm blown away by how nice this is. Huge kudos to Parlee, which is crazy. I've never heard of this brand until now. It's absolutely perfect. This is the NV top piece, and just super simple. Hoses run into it, and then the two notches sit on the notch on the headset. Preload cup thing. Same as NV bike. We are just gonna gently pull the hoses through with the tool. These plus 12 NV stems are a lot easier than the plus or the -7 ones, if anybody was wondering. Cool. And then we got a stack of spacers we're gonna add to this. One thing about this bike that I was just kind of checking out on the geometry chart, it's one of the tallest stacks I've ever seen on a bike. I'll look at the numbers and tell you the real numbers in a second, but this is definitely like a super tall setup if you want it to be. Well, I guess it has to be. There's not really a way to make this bike have a short stack. So I think the size medium had like a 600 stack, which is 3 centimeters taller than like my Able and 2 centimeters taller than like an equivalent 56 Mog, for example. Gonna drop the expansion plug in. Sometimes you have to like pre-tighten these or it won't stick in. This might be a defect with the smooth carbon. It's too good.
Smooth.
It's too good for this, yeah. See if I can get it to catch. Nope.
This one feels promising.
I thought I had it. See, it's like, it's close.
It's so close.
There we go.
This is it.
Yeah. Yeah, I got it. Okay. Sweet. That was a too smooth situation for sure. I 100% did not have traction there. And then we'll put this in. One concern I have that's not really a concern is that I wish that the top piece was notched. So like the NV stuff has like a notch in it so it'll all stick together. But the Parlee top part doesn't. Do you see that?
Yeah, so you don't have this.
Yeah, so I wish it was notched also, because it's not like a problem, but I think that would have been a little bit nicer to aim. Well, sorry, I'm gonna have to aim it, which isn't a big deal, but minor critique there. Like obviously, that's not a huge deal. Sweet. One of the easier bars to route, the NV AR. I use these on my bikes. I think they're one of the best bars. So we got the new Zip 303 SWs, which seems like a pretty good wheel. I mean, it's effectively not changed from the old 303 very much. That's a good thing. One interesting thing though are these Schwab G1 RX Pro. These are a tire that I have not tried, and I'm really curious about. If you've tried them and have an opinion, let me know what you think. We have these in stock. Those are the 50s. So if you want a set, feel free to order it on the website right now. I don't know which way it goes. The dropout pieces, and we just looked up which one goes which side. We just slide in. Then I have some like really small bolts that thread into those, and I kind of forgot to do this on the, I'm gonna go back and do this on the brake bolts too. We need to do some anti-seize on these because they're tie. Personally, whenever I work on stuff like that's like tie, a lot of the times the company will send it out with like a tie prep, and so I remember to do it, but there was not tie prep in the bike box, which is why I did not think to do it at first, but I'll go back and redo it on the brake bolts. Not a huge deal. Not a lot of bikes come with tie bolts nowadays. And I'm gonna keep those kind of loose for this second and just see if the axle slides in smoothly. Yeah, that worked great. Check out this bottom bracket. It's like,
It looks kind of wild.
it's like clearly like pinned on with this metal piece because it's not, it's like a metal insert, I think. I think it is. Anyway, gonna throw some grease on that. I bet this is gonna go in so smooth. That's like what I've been excited to like. Yeah, it's like perfect. Yeah. It's cool whenever you can like physically visualize how nice something is on camera. Like I just did that like all the way almost tight by hand. The bike came with 2 of these, and that one doesn't fit, so I'm assuming this one will. Yeah, okay, cool. I was just like wondering, I wonder why they sent 2. Maybe it's just something they do with all of them.
It could be for a fit thing, like if you're putting a different part on.
Yeah, and then all these little tie bolts are T25s, even this like tiny one, which is really interesting. It's a very small bolt for a T25 head. Cool. Looks like I believe them on that 50 is the biggest tire that this will fit. Although this is so large here, I wonder if that's how a lot of the stack height is achieved with this bike, is just how tall the fork is. Because it's like huge fork. But yeah, on the sides there, like I don't think bigger than a 50 would be really that achievable on this bike. This is the storage door for this bike. It's spring loaded. It's really nice in terms of like the action on it. And then this just looks like it. Comes with some bags. Some tool wraps. This small one is just like a little pouch. And then we got a bigger one that has, yeah, I'm sure that this is designed for like different pieces or something, but I don't know. I seriously like the spring loadedness of it. Bike ships out with some carbon cages. Seems good. I don't like carbon cages, but these ones seem fine. Do you know what this frame costs, by the way, Chase? I just had Chase look it up because I didn't know. And this bike cost $5,600 with the base paint, which is this base paint. There is a ton of custom paint options that you can get, and they don't list how much those cost, but it seems like it's kind of like Allied, where like they make the frames and then you can pretty much just do whatever you want after that. It's pretty much done, right?
Literally just bar tape and pedals and saddle.
The seat post is interesting.
Yeah, it's got the hole.
I think it looks cool. It's like a 2-bolt design. Okay, so yeah, those are just some bolts. Let me grab the saddle. Let's play with that. Is it a 5? Yeah, okay. So it honestly reminds me a lot of the Farah seat post. It's kind of the same shape. It's not the easiest to get the seat on. I'm trying to do it without taking it all the way apart. Okay, cool, I got it. Not too bad. There we go. It looks like it could be super comfortable with that hole there, although I can't test it on any of my bikes. It's either 30.9 or 31.6 seat post, so. Sweet, so I got it all done here. I don't think this bike is designed to be all that light, but I'm gonna weigh it.
Like 19.5.
Yeah, Parlee's marketing on their website even like says that it's like not necessarily the lightest bike out there. Not a big deal, because I stand by what I said, that this is the nicest frame I've ever worked on. Just absolutely perfect tolerances, completely dialed. I've never worked on a bike that was nicer than this in terms of like just like the build quality. But yeah, the Parlee Taos. I think we can get these. Yeah, it was a funny way. We didn't really reach out to Parlee, the customer did. The customer kind of was like, you're gonna sell this to them and then I'm gonna buy it from them. And we appreciate that. A little bit different bike, and it was a super fun one to build. If y'all want something like this, just let us know. There you go. But yeah, we'll see y'all in the next one.